by the way, Eric, if you didn't like shopping, you could have just said, hey, Miles, I'm not really into shopping.
Miles, I hate shopping.
All right. I won't do that to you again. Unless it's shopping for beer or guns.
Well, that's different.
That is different.
Greg tells me, just pretend you're not here. Greg tells me I go down and he goes, husband and wife go shopping, and he like disappears, and his wife's like, we got to get this stuff done. It's almost Christmas. Calls him on his cell phone. Where in the hell are you? We need to get this done. Well, hon, you remember when we first started dating, and I didn't have the money to get you something really nice, and we were looking at that ring at the jewelry shop here at the mall. She starts to get little tears forming in her eye. And she's like, yeah? He goes, well, I'm at the gun store right next to there. Okay, so we're going to be looking at something Miles picked out. And it's a triple jam. Strawberry, blackberry, and raspberry. And this is a hard cider. And it weighs in, it is a little harder than normal because it weighs in at 6.5. So it beats most of them by a percentage and a half.
It's gluten-free. I'm allergic to gluten-free.
Sorry about that. Oh, and Miles, we got all sorts of goodies for you.
Uh-oh.
We got these, we got those.
Whoa. What are these?
We got squid.
Oh, squid, yes. What is this, though?
Eel. We got, we won't be opening these. We got hot and spicy tuna and minced crab in spices. And then these both sound good. I haven't tried them yet. Snack mix and mixed nuts. And then there's ghost pepper chicharrones.
I'll try it. I mean, I would figure that trying these ding-dongs with Matt the Ding-Dong would fucking go over better. But
see, and when it comes to the squid, as far as full disclosure goes, I'm not sure which was more disturbing. The fact that it was squid, or it has the all-on texture, like you're eating like a 20 ml garbage bag with some flavor to it. It was like chewing on a rubber belt.
wow.
Okay, well, obviously it's, hey, look at me, I'm in my favorite glass that I got from Paul Hasman. This I actually should stop putting this in the dishwasher. This is a classic right here because they had to change their name.
Why'd they have to change their name?
Because people thought that they had rats. It was, people, it was just a name. God damn. Change your name. I thought Cellar Rats was like a cool name for a brewery, but nope. People just assumed.
And I'm drinking out of one of Jules' glasses.
You know what this is? This is something else you could bring to work and drink at work.
You never know.
Work beer, David.
You don't taste it doesn't taste like, what is it, 6.5?
Yeah.
It does not taste like a 6.5 beer. In fact, what it reminds me of is, those sparkling grape juices you get or whatever at Christmas time or for Thanksgiving, which my kid absolutely loves. But
oh, the Welch's.
yeah,
it looks like they're having the alcohol with the. There's a bottle of that in that fridge, actually. It's from last year. Bought it for. I think we bought it as a joke for Samantha. Well, not really a joke. She actually likes it, but.
Yeah. I gotta find where the wife put the frickin' dog coat, because I got a dog coat for fucking Marshall.
He was here today.
So we ordered a, apparently because the dog has pink booties.
Looks like frickin' kibble.
So since Casey has pink boots and like a pink sweater, like a pink hoodie. My dogs have hoodies. And actually the Dachshunds are absolutely adorable in their little frickin' hoodies and coats. But she ordered a black and white one because she thought red and white wouldn't look good. We sent her a red and white plaid one. Or whatever. So she calls up like, no, I wanted the white and black one. They sent her a second red and black one. So.
This one you immediately get the garlic.
This one, that's good. I'd eat that a lot.
I think I like those a little bit more. But, you know, it might not be a bad thing with these. Just to take a jar.
Pour them together.
See, the garlic in this one needs to be diluted a little bit. I mean, when it says real garlic flavor, yeah. Christine is constantly baffled. What is wrong with you? God, it just stinks. It's very chewy. I've never had eel before, so I'm not exactly sure how. That one actually seemed like a little zestier than the one I had yesterday. I'm getting a little kick off of it. Okay. Alrighty.
Oh, damn. Underboob.
In the unrefined sugar, missed comments, smile money, ho ho ho. It's Christmas time in the basement, cheers. Mr. 27, 49th viewer. Mr. 27, outro babe, nice. Mr. 27, intro gang, Brubomi and Matt, nice. Mr. 27, beer time, nice. Now, first in, Clyde. Nailing it. Whiskey and revolution for all. And then Poco says, how you doing? How you doing? I will tell you this about these. They're very drinkable.
Hell yeah.
We just have to make sure that you're not overserved.
If I can walk home, I'm good.
The difference is your shit seems to be self-inflicted. You seem to be in your own little circus, whereas I have to deal with it when I have to deal with Matt entirely.
See, Matt comes overserved. I leave overserved, so just my wife has to deal with it.
Yeah. I'll probably be taken off the Christmas card list if that happens too much. It's easier to blame me than you.
Well, here's the thing. Is she wanted me to drink less, but she doesn't stop me from coming over here.
Yeah, but the only time you drink is when you're here.
I mean, she could stop me from coming over here, but she's going to have to do something else she doesn't like doing.
Well,
she doesn't watch these things, so I can say whatever I want. And if she does, I'm in trouble. Might be why I'm not getting any.
okay, so I I think it was you that was I think it was you that was here when we were talking about this.
Mm-hmm. The 22? Oh, look
at how that looks. Well, long story short, John usually comes up here for his birthday, which is
when?
New Year's Eve.
Oh, shit.
And I told him I wanted him to take this back with him and make this happen. Except for he's going to have to make me a different one because that's a 30 cal. And I said, to save on some time, you could make this 5/8 by 24, so it would be.
See, he's got to disassemble the whole rifle to the point of being so he can put that between centers, right? He's got to take the barrel out and put it between centers.
Yeah, he's got the handguard. I mean, I can see I could do that and just let him take the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he would chuck it up. He would chuck it up in on this end, and then the cutter would be what is spinning.
I used to do machining, so I understand.
But he doesn't have to. He'd have less material to take off going 5/8 by 24 instead of a normal half by 20 or half by 28.
This is half by 28 here.
No, that's a 5/8.
So you could go 3/4. What is National Fine? 3/4.
I just know it's 5/8 by 24 versus half by 28. I told him I was at a point where I thought the thing looked so badass I was going to JB weld it on there. And he goes, yeah, he goes, I can make it a little bit more permanent.
That was the wrong person that went to. Whoops.
Rich says, cheers all. Miss 27 says, cheers and Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Cheers and Merry Christmas. What did I miss? Poco Loco. You never seen Friday. You're missing out. Friday after next is the best Christmas movie ever. Clyde says, yeah. Go crackhead Santa. Poco says, oh, I heard about him. They call him Santa Claus Crook, or the Santa Claus trip, or something like that. He robbed a lady out in the parking lot last night, called her a ho-ho-ho, and kept on running. Clyde, Craig whooping his ass with a Christmas tree while Day-Day holds him. Then Clyde
3/4 16.
cramping with a shotgun. Respect my gangsta. And then Poco says, I need to find that movie. And then Clyde says, Down a man down, 11:30 pimp in distress. Smile money, top 5 or third. Miss 27 says you're slacking on being first. Smile money says, well, tonight I was wrapping Christmas gifts with my wife while she was at work. Amazon delivered them to my house. First year that I did not wait too long for Christmas delivery. Bonus. That's what Greg was talking about today. He's like,
well, as long as they don't deliver my girlfriend's presents to my house when my wife isn't there.
Yeah. It's my money. Easy for you to say the name of that beer, that is. Oh, the Chocovasa Troy Lacheros. Whatever. Before you down too many of those, you should actually have a hello God, it's me, strawberry. Because I want to see the look of disappointment on your face in person. Poco, sensitivity to temperatures can be a byproduct of thyroid medicine being off. This is true. Poco, Rise Armament has some new drop-in triggers that look very good. I'm going to try them out soon. I have no problems with the Rise Armament. As a matter of fact, price for a trigger, I wish I would have gotten in on one of those. I would have loved to have put that the Folds of Honor one in Justin's gun. That sort of sounds like the right trigger for a Justin gun.
Wait a second, Eric. I know it's off subject, but look at my eyebrows on the camera there. Does one of them look off to you?
No, but your forehead is way too big. At least you don't have to worry about Matt wanting to have sex with you.
You don't, I do.
This is sub-comment. Midwest Industries has a drop-in trigger now. Really?
I think I swallowed something wrong. And it wasn't Matt. I didn't swallow him right either.
Yeah, you know, Poco and Zeus. I'll have to look in. I really like the Rise Armament with the flat bow. But if this is the way Hyperfire is going to be, I want to put something different in Justin's rifle. Like I said, though, I'm kind of in the financial holding pattern, but it does piss me off because that gun right now is completely useless, and I don't have a decent trigger sitting around here that I can put in there. Mike, cheers,
hang on.
you naughty
Eric?
boy.
Where's the, what trigger do you want to buy?
Rise Armament was good, and now I'm kind of curious as to Zeus saying Midwest Industries has a drop-in trigger.
Look it up. Or I will.
I'll just do a search and see what it comes up with.
Got it.
Midwest Industries. It has a price point that would be about the same as the Rise Armament, but I know about the Rise Armament. Let's see. Poco, do you know if they still have the Folds of Honor? That one was actually a pretty badass. We've used that one a couple of times.
Hey, is Big Daddy's open tomorrow?
I don't know, but aren't they still open right now?
Should I call?
Sure. Are you off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sounds like we could have a situation. Of course, if I have big... they have the Patriot trigger. What is that one? That one looks sexy as F. Well, that explains it. It's not cheap.
I'll be right back.
The RA 535 Advanced Performance Trigger. That's a pretty badass looking one. Okay, back to the
Are you guys open tomorrow morning for breakfast? What time?
Matt Davis. This video needs more salty shell back. Miss 27 says, no, I don't want to see his nakedness. Smile money. Yet you decide to take a shot at Chuck when he has been blocked. What did he attack you telepathically? I remember the pure YouTube gold that both of you would have with dueling videos. Leave me my memories. 'Tis the Christmas season after all. Hey, I still would very much look forward to having the opportunity to get together and spend some time with Chuck. I mean, hell, when we used to talk on the phone, and I could have had your cell phone number, but I wasn't sure that it was you, and then I ended up switching phones, so I lost the whole thread. Boy, if I had your cell phone number.
How was Chuck blocked?
I blocked him.
Oh. Why?
Because he doesn't know when to fucking stop. That's why.
It looks like fucking throw up coming out of here. Hello there. Hello, God, it's me. Vomit.
Just want to do a little price comparison. Yeah, there's a big comparison. The Folds of Honor trigger is still offered. Matt, I love my 40 cal Glock 23 and 27, and fuck James Yeager. Oh, didn't James Yeager do all these videos of anti-40 cal? I am not an anti-40 cal guy. I just want to point that out there. I know a few of you, Stephen Bush, that have gone completely away from 40 cal. I like the extra punch. After all, 40 cal is like the little brother to the 10 millimeter. Not to mention, thanks to Scott, Mr. Ulster, I have two 50 cal ammo cans stuffed full of defensive and range ammo. My daily carry. My daily carry is the Smith & Wesson 4043 that Jim, Hornet Fixer, gave me. And I carry that every single day. I have extra mag in the truck, an extra mag on me, and the gun. Smile Money, can you schedule a special review with Gypsy or Psychic so they can make a connection with our forefathers? I would love to hear them directly about your rants. Oh, I don't need a psychic. I know if our founding fathers were here right now, Biden and the deep state, they would already be nuked. Did you try that yet?
I did. You know, honestly, other than the freaking consistency of vomit, it's pretty delicious.
I didn't think it was going to be as sour as it is.
Yeah, it's definitely sour.
I thought it was going to be more of like the smoothie ones that we've had.
Yeah. So the Sam Smith's Organic ale with strawberry in it, it's not sour, but it's definitely strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
The apricot, that stuff's good. Their cherry is good. But this is not horrible. You know, actually, if you had a coffee filter and I ran it through a coffee filter, it'd probably be better.
It'd probably be 50% less volume.
Yeah. I have to run it through a few coffee filters.
Mr. 27 says 13th. Then he says intro robbery brew bummy nice. Then he says intro babe nice cans. Front cans and back cans. Jesus Christ. Smile Money. Did you know that our framers of the Constitution did not agree on some major issues? It took lots of debate and compromises to reach a document that could be approved by the majority. One fraction did not even want to add the Bill of Rights.
But the majority prevailed, and here we are with the Bill of Rights, and now you're not taking them from us.
And Zippy says, we are the militia. That's right, and the militia really is long past due. If they try to implement another shutdown, I say we take care of business.
You know, Eric, the first thing I heard about the Omicron variant, which if you're going to keep telling me there's a variant, tell me how the fuck are you identifying each one of these variants that accurately, that quickly? Right? But the first thing I heard of it was that the doctor says, oh, the symptoms are very mild, but they are different. So how the fuck did you identify this shit? It's all the same symptoms, it's just very mild.
I was watching a video today, and he was absolutely right. He goes, after 40 years, we haven't cured cancer, we haven't figured out the common cold, we really don't do shit about the flu, and yet, we're supposed to trust these people in less than a year. But he's right. You know, what is it? I mean, Miles glows in the dark.
Just my penis.
His left testicle hums, Matt told me.
They hum at different frequencies. It's just the right testicle hums at such a low frequency, you can't hear it. When I get in the ocean, though, I got a fucking whale party going on, man. It's like,
I was about to say, so does
it's like, whoa, where do you guys come from?
Does the military, the submarine division, do they keep trying to contact your low frequency nut?
That and whales. Either orca.
Captain, we've got the whales here. Oh, listening to John. John's like,
shit.
Absolutely the worst Star Trek movie ever.
I'm really surprised that fucking Kirk didn't try and fuck one of the whales. Or you know what? Here's the ultimate.
It wasn't green.
Here's the ultimate fucking thing. Kirk went back in time to San Francisco, fucked some chick at a bar. Years later, she gives birth, and the lines go on, and fucking he's created his own fucking circular paradox where he's fucking giving birth to his own where he's part of making his own ancestor. So if they failed, he would have failed to have existed.
But then re-existed?
No, see, that's just it. Is he had to screw the freaking chick when he was back in San Francisco in the past, so that his own bloodline continued.
I still think it's funny. You ever want to listen to an interesting conversation? Ask John what he thinks about the voyage home. He's like, he goes, Eric, I just want to say, I am so glad when you told me to start checking out Star Trek episodes that I didn't start with that movie, or I would have never watched anything beyond it.
Wait. What year did the voyage home, what year did they travel back to?
They traveled back to whatever year the movie was made, 2000.
Hang on. Hannah was trying to call me. So my stepdaughter's trying to help me buy some stocking stuffers for the kid. So, for her brother. So that's what that's about. No, you know what would be great, though?
A real doll, a fleshlight. Oh, she's awesome.
No. Imagine this, Eric.
Huh? I got something I'm already imagining. Blue healer, 2 thumbs up. And all that shows up is white flags on my system. Jim! Just shooting. Hey, bro. How you doing?
Think of it this way, Eric. Fucking Kirk returns the future. And the doctor's sitting there going, what the fuck is this? We cured syphilis like fucking 100 years ago. Where did this come from?
That's my brother Jim. He's out in much warmer places than we are right now.
So I did get on good word today that we probably are going to be getting the work that's coming up in Ellsworth Air Force Base this summer.
Where's that?
Rapid City, South Dakota, the far west side of South Dakota. So I will be within an hour of Sturgis, an hour of Mount Rushmore, and 2 hours of Devil's Tower, not to mention Black Hills. So if I have to go out there, guess what's going in the trailer and going with me?
$1,000cc scooter.
Shit, I might just put extra chocks in the big trailer and haul the big trailer out there and get the Goldwing done before I get out there.
Trying to decide if I want another one of these or not.
You know, I swear to God, Eric, this looks like it's from a bad Netflix special. It really does.
It's also funny.
I'm gonna send this shit to Netflix and say, here's a picture, here's your writing prompt, make a series.
I'm the only one wearing 3D glasses too.
Yeah. Seriously, this looks like a cast from a fucking Netflix fucking series.
That is Rodney Pincombe. That's not me.
In fact, there's the name of the series, The Life and Times of Rodney Pincombe. It's empty. I don't know what the ghost pepper shit, but
Zeus, cheers all, and Merry Christmas. We'll be getting another video in before Christmas. Steven, well, ordered that knife this afternoon. I ordered it because I had to order something else and clicked to have both items delivered in the same box. Wife won't find out. Big brain. They always find out, Steve.
there we are. If I don't find one tomorrow, maybe Hannah will find one tonight.
Odysseus, nice beer. Is that made in America? Stone? I think Stone's in California. Hey Google, where is Stone Brewery located?
San Diego. On the website linkedin.com, they say, founded by Greg Koch and Steve Wagner in 1996, the groundbreaking San Diego-based Stone Brewing is the 9th largest craft brewer in the United States.
Thank you, you're awesome.
Just doing my job.
Odysseus. Una
buena cerveza fría. It's a nice cold beer.
Suitable for
Hanukkah and Kwanzaa.
And YouTube is allowing me to say, oh yes, good call, indeed it is.
I actually fantasize about you saying "oh yes," so don't choose that one.
Okay, indeed it is. Smile money. A person who brings a constitutional challenge faces a difficult legal burden. Laws are all presumed to be constitutional unless a clear violation of specific provisions of the Constitution can be proven. So, I do not think Eric ranting that something is unconstitutional meets the legal burden. It was our forefathers that drafted the process into the Constitution. Example, I believe that both impeachments of Trump was an abuse of power.
Wait, can I respond to Smile Money? So, if you think about it, when was the last amendment to the Constitution? Let's ask. Hey Google, what was the last amendment to the Constitution?
Here's what I understood from the website Britannica.com. The 27th Amendment was the last amendment to the Constitution, passed in 1971. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
27th Amendment. 27th Amendment, amendment to the Constitution of the United States that required any change to the rate of compensation for members of the U.S. Congress to take effect only after the subsequent election in the House of Representatives.
That's figured. So they basically were giving themselves raises.
That should never have been allowed as a freaking amendment. So, 1971, that is
40 years?
71? 50 years. Now, mind you, if there's an amendment to the Constitution, it should be something so important, something so far out of whack. I mean, a society changes, right? Mm-hmm. But you can essentially take a vast majority of any change that happens in society and apply...
So much for making myself younger.
Yep.
Miles.
But you can apply the basics of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights to those things. Yes, we should not be limiting someone voting by the color of their skin or their sex or gender. We should not be. However, limiting their right to vote on whether or not they're going to get some type of monetary benefit out of it should be.
Should I call NIHAP and see if it's okay to give you any?
I'm not asking permission.
That's the spirit, Miles.
God damn right. I've got the Christmas spirit right now. In fact...
Well, if that's the case, I should switch to this.
Well... See, if you had a Christmas whiskey, that would be the Christmas spirit. You know what the cool thing is? You remember you had a sister, right?
Well, you might want to change that to have.
You have a sister. So, hang on. When you were a kid, and you had to split something, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I found out is that a lot of...
Split that. Right down the middle.
Jesus.
You were saying? Oh.
So anyways, when you split something up, say somebody gave you a piece of a brownie or something, and they're like, here, split it with your sister, should have been that you split it and then she got to pick the piece she wanted.
See, I was trying to be nice.
No. Because it's all good fun, right?
Don't forget it. Take some of those home with you, because I think you're a secret admirer or something.
Okay, these are not... Oh, they've got nuts in them. Shit.
Don't like or can't have.
I can have. I'm just not a real big nut fan. But those are walnuts, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Whoever sent them, did they send them specifically for me or?
The box was unclear because there was Viking pin cone.
So it was kind of a shared thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna anyway.
Oh, you know what? I'm assuming you already took two out of there. And I'm certainly not going to look a gift box in the mouth.
No, I had one last night, and the other half is in the bag sitting next to the Smith & Wesson.
So, you know what? We don't know who sent these, do we? Or do you know who sent these and you're just not telling me? Because you know what?
I have a guess.
Because here's the thing, they're probably watching right now. Regardless of whether or not they have nuts, I've not eaten a single thing down here that has...
Aren't they just topped with nuts, or are they actually...
They're topped with nuts, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You know, it's looking a gift card. Somebody took the...
What about the shreds?
We will eat those soon enough, sir.
I think the eel might go bad, though. I can't deal with the consistency of the eel.
It's like eating a fucking piece of shoe. Spicy piece of shoe.
It is. It's like, I can get through this shoe. It's got, it has some decent little heat to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have another piece.
God, it is. It's like eating the bottom of a loafer.
A well-worn loafer. You know what?
Smile money. Did you call Mr. Gillian a burnout? I think you might owe Cobra $5.
You know what? I am not a big walnut fan in brownies. But for whatever reason, that's not really overpowering. It's a very well-balanced brownie. So whoever did send those, thank you very much. I will enjoy those. I will eat them. I've eaten part of it on camera now. I'm not doing it as a courtesy. I'm going to eat the whole damn thing.
Tomorrow's going to have to be a Bloody Mary. And I think I'd really like to try that Tabanero. We also need to bust into yours.
Well, this?
I have not tried that one.
Really? No, we tried this one. This one here we've had.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I know my personal favorite as of right now is, of all the shit that I have tried and have been sent, is that one.
Yep. We've had this one. I brought 2 bottles of the Rich and Sassy over that I got from Menards.
Oh.
I just know I like the consistency. I like the flavor.
So how much was that at Menards?
I don't even look at price anymore.
Because that plastic jug is $6 at the grocery store and $5 at the liquor store.
So
and
here's
they're
the
both owned by the same company.
Here's the question, Eric. Here's the question.
Uh-huh.
If I stop down and I get some brisket tomorrow from Famous Dave's by some chance.
Well, you got my attention.
Well,
I have not
first.
been to Famous Dave's in well over 3 years now. And the last time I was there, I got whatever is served on the garbage can lid. Oh, frickin' food is just awesome there.
Yep. Well, Hannah worked there, and she only does special events now. Because now she has an adult job with benefits.
I have a special event for her.
In fact, she works for your sister. Seriously.
Does she know my sister?
I think there's an awareness there. Now, does your sister know that my stepdaughter works for her?
Probably not.
How far up the chain is your sister there?
She's been there for what, 25 years or something. She's a supervisor.
Yeah. So Hannah works in customer service.
Well, let's put it this way. And I'm not just saying this because it's my sister, because she has some fatal flaws.
Bob.
I mean,
no, you know what, Bob?
Me and Bob have worked out a lot of shit in the last 5 years, and
I'm gonna tell you what,
I don't have a problem with Bob anymore.
I'm going to tell you what, Bob came by when I was getting ready to get 2 more miniature dachshunds, of which I have one because one passed away because her back broke. But Bob cleaned everything up in my yard. Bob walked away probably with a good amount of money.
Bob got me that M16 rack.
Bob walked away with probably a good amount of money. I've gone up and helped Bob's son fix the garage door on his pole barn. And Bob's like, well, how much do I owe you? Fuck, don't give me any money. I'm going to leave here. Bob comes by and picks up stuff that I need gone. He's not and he's friendly. He's friendly and he's a good guy. And you know what? Here, cheers to Bob right now.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't know if 40
I just like
44 minutes in, if I happen to mention something to my sister and she watches this, first of all, Pam, I love you, but if you're going to come over and we're going to party and hang out, I'm not going to let you come through the door again with your work phone or your goddamn computer. No, me and Bob, we had some differences, and I think Well, Bob has also made some serious changes a while back.
I drove by his house the other day because I had to go up to somebody else's house that lives by him. I used to live like that. I don't anymore.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, and you know what? It's pretty exciting when you get free shit all the time.
If
But you
if
have to be
I
able to
ever
cycle
win
out
the
of-
lottery, I'm getting Bob his own frickin' space. They have their house, and then they have the salvage stuff.
Yep.
But no, I have respect for Bob, and if it wasn't for a few petty things, and of course I'm on Bob and my sister's side on this, like for instance Christmas. Bob, I'd rather you were here than the other half, if that means anything. So cheers, Bob. Bob and that Mustang.
Cheers, Bob, and that Mustang, and that's a little bit of a low resolution hoe.
It looks better over there.
It actually does.
Okay. Cheers, Booker.
Cheers,
Bob. Ooh.
That was actually really good.
I might have to bring... There's not much left in it. That's Big Pete. I might have to bring this upstairs. This would be good in the coffee.
No.
So you're going to die doing that.
Oh, nope. I've been doing this stuff for 20 years.
So aneurysms happen.
I'm never having an aneurysm because I've been training for the last 20 years. You should see the look on a doctor's face when I do that shit.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, well, there won't be another one of those, but...
Wow.
No, I think the whole deal is a bunch of bullshit. Bob should be here for Christmas, but...
Why isn't he?
Because there's a conflict of interest.
What do you mean a conflict of interest? Is he serving on a jury that you're fucking...
No, my mother has made some bad decisions. And,
Oh, we've talked about that, haven't we?
Bob knows the truth, and so do we, but, yeah, I don't know. I think he takes the higher road and decides not to show up at functions.
What if we just had a special function with Bob and your sister involved, not your mom? I know that's kind of stabbing your mom in the back.
No, I'm all for that. You know what?
I would go out and I would buy the fucking food. I'd at least contribute to the food to sit down and have an actual meal with Bob, because the shit he's done for me and how he's treated me as a person.
I don't have a problem with that at all. Like I said,
And every you know what? I know some of the stuff. I know some of the background behind the petty details. But I tell you what. Now that we've segued off that, we have comments.
yeah. So how many off-grid preppers can just run a fossil fuel generator to keep the
Charge your electric vehicles. I'm sorry. I would love to have a mid-90s Toyota Corolla and just maintain it, because it's got a lower carbon footprint than any fucking electric vehicle could ever have.
No, I was talking about this the last brew review. John Solar showed me a link to a little electric service truck.
You know, that's fine if you're driving just doing little service shit like what I do.
Well, for me, it's perfect. The only negative is it's not capable of 55 miles an hour or up. I think top speed was 51 or 53, which is fine for crossing the bridge. But I would literally be able to drive that the entire week.
And if
between
you put
charges.
if you put solar panel like bed cover on it, or a solar panel roof on it, so I average about 120 miles a day when I'm actually working.
Yeah, see, I'm
120 miles a day. I am already 1,200 miles out of a oil change 6 weeks into...
I'm not even 10 miles round trip.
Yeah, shit. And if I go on a long distance run, if I have to go out to Moorhead or something, holy shit.
Mama, glad you never became a surgeon with your
Fervor over masks.
fervor.
Fervor!
You know, even a surgeon will tell you, they do not wear a mask to stop anything. They wear a mask for like things like spittle.
To keep the spittle from falling into a incision.
An open cavity? Yeah, that's just bad form. As for me, if it makes people more comfortable, fuck the other people. That's all I have to say. You know, I didn't get put on this earth so that I could like put like fucking lotion on your feet and rub them. You know. Okay.
I was hoping.
If it makes people more comfortable and helps to keep our economy going, I'm okay with the minor inconveniences. See, if more people weren't, we wouldn't all be where we're at. Smile money.
Yeah.
Just a good old boy.
Hey, on the thing of masks, Eric, I tend to not to wear one unless I'm... You know, I pulled up some customers' houses, and they look at me and I'm like, do you need me to wear a mask? And they're like, they nod their head, so I put on a mask. You know why? Because that's their home. I've gone to some places and they're like, you need to wear a mask. And I'm like, I just don't want to fucking deal with the bullshit of some pissant peon causing me trouble when I'm here for half an hour of my life. And so I put on the mask and then get the fuck out of Dodge and take that shit off as soon as I'm off the property. So,
If our whole society could grow some balls and tell the fucking Karens of the world, eat a dick, this would have been done a long time ago.
holy shit, that got shit really sour when it got warm. Holy shit.
I have to finish. P.S. I would not want you to do any surgeries on me. Just saying. Well, kind of works out. Salty. Christmas Eve naked. Sharky. Baby Jesus naked. Salty. Yes, indeed. Good God. Did I just see something like... Did I miss something?
When is Sharky supposed to arrive?
It's still in the air, Sharky. Well...
Sharky needs to send us some ingredients lists, Sharky.
Oh no.
If-
When he
if-
gets here... The problem is we're going to need to find...
I'm gonna make my wife come over and eat Sharky's cooking.
Oh, the shit his...
I'm gonna make my
Indonesian-
wife eat Sharky's cooking. No.
If the
She may not be on video, but she's gonna eat Sharky's cooking. There is no sexual connotation to that comment.
I don't know why
She's-
she wouldn't want to be. I mean, personally, I think if she wore a nice, you know, like wife beater, white or gray T-shirt,
My wife?
yeah, maybe, and then we can like mist her down with the garden,
With the baby oil?
the baby oil, that too.
See, water evaporates. Baby oil persists.
I mean, you know, after all, your wife's not ugly.
Yeah.
I've got a better chance of getting it than you do. And after all, I reamed her chamber for her.
Yeah, very true. I bought a fucking massage table for my wife. You know what that's gonna get me? Sore fucking thumbs, fingers, and fucking shoulders. That's what it's going to get me, Eric. That's what it's going to get me, gentlemen.
Salty. I work around stuff where the fumes can erode nickel and titanium superalloys, and I don't need to wear a face diaper. I do have to wear a full-face industrial respirator when I'm grinding parts to protect me from the metal dust, but yeah, a face diaper will protect me from the most dangerous virus on the planet, question mark?
You know what a face diaper will protect me from? Is some vindictive fucking jackass or twat getting in my face and flipping out and causing my blood pressure to go up. That's what I wear a mask for. Just saying. It is not necessarily the virus that you're protecting against. It's protecting against some fucking twat getting in your face.
I just think it's funny because the typical sheep and Karens out there would see me wearing a mask going, yeah, this is what I do, Sharky. Smile Money, when it comes to the whole mask thing, I would be the OG mask guy. The difference is I try to stop as much of these large particles that are floating around as possible. And a mask can't stop a large particle. How on fucking earth do these imbecile idiots think that it's going to stop a virus?
Well, there's someone who needs a mask.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you're fake news.
Sharky, Friday is a normal work day for me. Getting screwed this year as both days of Christmas end up in the weekend. So Monday is also a normal work day. I do hate when that happens. Sharky, crap, forgot to shoot the little tugboat, aka Destroyer, last review. Nobody took a shot at it. He says D1 this time around, and D1 is a miss. Sharky, regarding the Fiachi versus Streamlight, the $200 TRL1 is 200 euro over here at this moment. Difference comes from somewhere, and my feelings, it's not just brand name and U.S. labor cost for assembly. Yes, assembled in the USA, not made in the USA. Well,
shouldn't made in the USA means that the material is refined in the USA?
Let me guess. That would be Lily. Because it's always Lily. Yeah. Sharky, considering it's $320 for the Streamlight, and the one that looks just like it from China is $49.99, I'd like to think there's a difference. I mean, if I put that on something that has a heavier recoil, like maybe the P220 in 10mm, and it stops working, well, there's all the proof you need, because I've been using the Streamlight on 2 different guns for years now. Sharky, without an easy way of sending money to you, it's hard to get parts on the builds. Screw PayPal. Well, I have a PayPal, it's just that because eat a dick, PayPal. Yeah, Sharky, if you really need to get money to me through PayPal, I have a way.
Shit, Sharky, tell me how much you need to send to him, and when you show up, you can cook for me.
And last comment is Sharky saying SH, always. Okay.
What's SH?
Still here.
Still here. Okay.
That's the little secret handshake for the guys that watch the shit show from start to finish. It's kind of funny because a national average for YouTube is less than 2 minutes.
Here's the problem: is I scan through the comments and I read all the comments when I read through it. And I'm done in like a minute. You know what? I'm going to tell you what. This here, other than the vomit consistency, I would drink this again. Luckily, you have another can.
Well, there's one there, and one here.
So there's 2 cans.
I only drank one. I only made it through one.
That's one that will be a secondary beer. I actually enjoyed that.
No, I would do it. I'd have another one. It's just that it caught me off guard with its sour.
Yeah, that was incredibly sour. But okay, so I've had the Sam Smith's organic strawberry ale, right?
Mm-hmm.
That tasted like a damn strawberry, and there was no beer taste, nothing else. It was like somebody dumped a strawberry in a glass and dumped some beer in it. It was like it wasn't enjoyable. In fact, I think I have 2 bottles over there that have been sitting there since summer. I should bring it over here. Because that stuff doesn't age. Yeah, we still, wait a second, we still have the Sam Smiths there. What is that? Is that the Sam Smith,
Oatmeal stout.
the oatmeal stout. Oh God, how long has this been sitting in here?
Almost a year.
Okay, so most of the stuff I would buy at Warehouse Liquors was probably a year old. I can only imagine how good that is right now. And then we also have we have this to drink one of these days. Is this New Year's Eve?
Could be.
This should be New Year's Eve.
Don't forget about the party.
What party? What do I need to bring?
Fire pit.
What do I need to bring for the party?
Probably nothing.
Do you want wood? Because I can okay, so we went down to do the door today.
I can bring some stuff from work.
No. So if you want wood for the fire, Blue, or the company we went down to today, I don't want to really say their name so much. But they they do treated wood, but before they treat it, they cut it off. And they have 2x blocks, anywhere from 2x4 up to 2x12, a dumpster of that stuff.
Really? Huh.
Do you want some?
That is definitely good fire starter.
And the guy who is running
and prolonging.
The guy who's running the place down there is most definitely a like-minded thinker. As well as John, my coworker, is a like-minded thinker. In guns, beer, and Bloody Marys.
Perfect.
So we may have a new guest on the show one of these days. John's a little goofy. John's a good egg, though. You like John. So.
Oh, I have to give a score to that.
So whoever sent the brownies made the they made the brownies themselves?
No.
They bought them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, these were good brownies. With nuts on them. I mean, I'm not a walnut fan, but they were well cooked walnuts. And I will most definitely enjoy those later on.
Triple jam. A hard cider. It's very, I mean, when you want to like venture away from beer.
That's a lawn mowing beer.
Or seriously, it's hotter than shit. You just got done mowing the neighbor's patch, if you know what I mean. I'm going to kind of put this in the hard cider slash, more sugary, flavory stuff like this. Flavory, that's a special word right there. I'd probably go an 8 on this. I'm surprised, 6.5.
So a real quick story about ciders. I was cruising around with my buddy Josh right when that Duluth Cider Company opened. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, let's go in here, let's check this out. So we go in there. And I walk in, and there's a hipster fucking conglomerate sitting there playing, I don't know, Monopoly or some shit. And one of the dudes looked like he fucking... Black dude, and it looked like he was wearing a tennis ball as a skull cap. Dyed his hair yellow, and it was just that short cropped haircut, and he looked like a fucking tennis ball. So I'm like, alright, I'm just in here to try this shit. So they had hopped cider, blah, 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 blah. I just tried a regular cider. He tried the hop cider. We're sitting there, and off to the side, there are 3 chicks that averaged at least a 9. They could all be brew babes. Right? All 3 of them. Gorgeous. So me and Josh order, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, looking at him. Did you fucking fart? And he goes, no, that wasn't me. I thought that was you. And I'm like... And I turn around and like this, and there's the 3 fucking 9s sitting right next to me to my left. I'm like, one of them smells like poop. That was the beginning of the adventure. Then we're sitting there a few more minutes, drinking our ciders. Okay, not bad. You know what? Definitely worthy drinking. And we're sitting there talking, and some dude walks, party walks by, and some dude walks up and he goes, puts his arm around me and the other, goes, hey guys, how's it going? Well, me and Josh turn and look at him like this, like, what the fuck? Oh, I guess my party's over here. Walks over on the end of the bar. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Was he drunk?
I don't know, but it just didn't make any sense to me. So me and Josh finish our drink, go outside, and it's like, okay. As we're getting ready to leave, I said, Josh, you need to keep driving. You need to drive really quick, because one of the dudes that was sitting at the...
Do you have an empty glass?
I am not drinking that. Not after all this. I will drink another one of the... I'll drink the other. I'm not drinking that. That's going to ruin the taste of this. Because of the difference in taste.
That's because you're behind.
I am not behind, because...
Well, you had one of those.
My stack is taller! So anyways, as we're leaving this establishment, one of the guys, it might have been D&D they were playing, but as he walks out, he's wearing a fucking shamag that is the, what is that shitbag fucking organization from fucking Syria or whatever the Palestinians call home that fucking, I'm working on it. What is it? Hamas. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
He walks out wearing them like, you need to fucking go, because I'll get out and I'll beat the shit out of this shithead. The dirty hippie fucking type that, whether or not you fucking support Israel, Hamas is a bunch of shitbags. In my opinion.
I stand with Israel. Nuke the other side.
You know, honestly, Eric, if shit hit the fan and they says, if we'll fly you here no matter what, and put you in a role, I'd fly to Israel and fucking put my life on the line for that country. I'm non-religious. I fully support people's decisions to follow the religion of their choice. No matter what it is. I mean, unless it's like fucking involves eating children.
But if you do believe in religion, Israel is where it all started.
Israel is where... I believe in Israel as a country, as a fundamental set of beliefs. And it is just... I would personally, if this is we need people to come over and help us protect our sovereignty, I would go.
Only 2 comments. Smile money's first. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mat. Matt Davis, Two-Hearted Ed to the Sunny Slopes of Long Ago Club. Yeah, see,
It's been a long time since I've heard that.
That's why it upsets me that that Justin's gun is not functioning, considering I have more money invested in the trigger in that gun than it would take to build a gun.
Okay, what is wrong with the trigger in that gun?
It won't reset. If you charged it right now and went to pull the trigger, it feels like it's locked. But if you reach behind the trigger and push it forward, it resets, and then it'll fire.
Okay, I'm going to do something here, Eric. I am not a gunsmith, but and I know there's no rounds in this rifle, so I can do whatever I want. So it's not the trigger. It's your bolt carrier or your upper.
It's my rifle, not this one. It's my personal Justin gun.
Bring it here.
The one that started everything.
Bring it here.
Oh, don't fucking tell me. Okay.
How mad is he going to be if I'm right?
Well, I can tell you what I've done to this point in time. I took the trigger out of this rifle, thoroughly cleaned it, and put it back in. I tried putting a different safety selector, thinking that maybe the safety selector... Oh, see that? Did not fire. Did not fire. Did not fire. Push it forward. Hear the click? Now it'll fire.
So, what you do is you will... Oh, I swallowed something wrong. And it had eel. So now... it's your trigger. That's fine. Oh. Ow, 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 I swallowed eel wrong.
But push it forward. It'll reset.
Hang on.
Pin's not all the way in either.
I want it out.
I tried putting a different safety selector in it, by the way. A mil-spec one. Same results.
So, something is out of line.
But yet, there's 250 rounds through that without a single problem, and all of a sudden it developed a problem, and nothing got changed on that gun.
Yep, sure enough, as soon as push it forwards.
But now I've had 2 emails to Hyperfire right here in the state of Minnesota, and they have not responded back to me.
Where's Hyperfire at? I'll try to walk down there.
Down by Minneapolis. No, trust me, if it wasn't for my financial situation at this moment in time, I'd probably buy 2 Rise Armament triggers. One for that, because a portion of all of the sales of the Rise Armament Folds of Honor trigger goes towards veterans. And I would just take that out until I would put that back in something else down the road. But as of right now, they are not responding to a customer of theirs. I own 3 of their triggers.
And where is that from?
Hyperfire. HIPERFIRE.
My phone just fucking died too. You know what, Eric? I've drank too much tonight to have rational thoughts. But yeah, most definitely, there is something wrong with how that with the trigger or the.
It's all on the trigger. I mean, I literally took it completely out of this gun and sprayed it down with contact cleaner, thinking maybe a piece of debris or something. But this trigger has run flawlessly for less than 300 rounds. I mean, Jeremy was probably one of the last people that fired this gun because we got this all sighted in for 100 yards.
So what? Okay, so can we open that up and look at how the trigger operates? Is that a standard trigger?
No. Hyperfire is in a world all to their own.
Okay.
The first
it
thing
operates
you see
the springs.
is the big springs that.
Okay.
Want it
Here, let's take the
smashing forward.
upper off. Can we take the upper off easily?
Well, yeah, but at an hour and 15, maybe we should get the fuck out of here. Maybe we should.
Okay. We'll figure that out because there's something not. It's like working, you know what, it's stupid because it sounds crazy, but working with what I do on a daily basis and this, you just have to find out what isn't, it's not traveling to the right point. That's the problem, Eric.
Oh, I've had my hands on a fair share of triggers, and I've never had one. Now it'll fire because it reset.
Yep. So, and I don't. Is there a spring that pushes that trigger back forwards? You have...
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
That...
The lower one wraps around it.
Do they have an example of how this thing actually operates on their website?
No. I know what you're talking about, like the computer generated version of, like you can go look up how a Glock fires and see the entire breakdown.
I can. There is something wrong with the spring in there that is not allowing it to. What I feel like is that as it is cocked, the trigger has to swing down to allow something to either an arm or a detent to release, and that's why it won't. That wasn't good. That wasn't what I wanted to do. So it has to return to a full forward position for it to release. So you either have a burr in there that is keeping it from doing that. You have a sticky ball and spring detent.
Like I said, I broke it completely down, laid it on the counter, hit it with contact cleaner, which is
Did you
the same.
polish anything?
No, I didn't smile money anything on that trigger.
Smile money this thing. Start with that. Smile money it. Because if there's a slight burr on there, that's not allowing that trigger to click back forwards.
Boy, I tell you though, it takes a decent amount of pressure. If I put the trigger scale on this, I bet you it's all of 3 pounds.
It's a lot of
to
pressure
come back forward.
Do you have a broken spring in it?
No, that spring that wraps around this whole assembly,
Did you put enough preload on it?
Well, all I can put is what they sent, and I have 2 of these. I looked at the other trigger to. Well, first of all, if it worked flawlessly for almost 300 rounds, there wasn't something assembled wrong. Mm-hmm. It would not have run for 300 rounds and then developed a problem. Maybe I should just send this to Hyperfire. Hyperfire! Watch! No. But if I push back, oh look, it reset. Now it'll fire.
Hey, Eric, hang on.
To me, again, it comes down to customer service. Wow, I had like 4 in a row that worked, and see, that's what you have to do when you fire your first round. You just like let it fling forward. Now it'll fire.
Let's see what's it about.
Maybe I'll just start sending Hyperfire constant emails, one every single day. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Cheers, guys. We'll probably see you tomorrow. And that last scene looked like Miles had his lips right on her titty.